Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Wildcats have felt the brunt of this losing streak, not only on the field and in film sessions with the coaches, but pretty much everywhere on campus. You fall into a losing streak like this, and it really just takes the energy and drains the air out of the whole place. They need to get something to go right, and it would be very beneficial if that happened early in this game. That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the half.
And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Kentucky is getting fired up down there as they get ready to boot this opening kickoff. He sends this one deep. And they can forget about returning this one. The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive. He's to the 40. Tackle at the 46-yard line. So they pick up big yards on the option keeper.
I thought he was going to break that one for a touchdown. You couldn't draw that up any better.
From the 46-yard line, it's first down. Now he tries to buy some time. Tackle made at about the 39-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So the option keeper goes for about a yard.
With the safeties coming up making plays near the line of scrimmage, that tells your offense they've got to start throwing the ball to keep them honest.
From the 38-yard line, third down. And a quick throw. He's at the 20. And he's taken down at the 17-yard line.
I'm a huge fan of the play-action pass in college football because play-action, it really puts a lot of pressure on a defense. The defense gets caught up and concerned about the running game, and it puts them out of position. And it makes the throwing lanes for the quarterback and the windows that he's trying to find much easier to find for a quarterback and the receivers to pick up big yards like we just saw there.
From the 17-yard line, first down. Fires quickly, and he's got his man.
What impresses me so much is the guy's vision. He read the coverage perfectly to find his man for good yardage.
Touchdown, Auburn! Auburn is up by 6. And he tacks on the extra point. Goss has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
You like that? You like that?
The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. 5 wide.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
From their own 25-yard line. Second down. He's tackled at the 37. Good pitch and catch there on second down.
Yep, it was good enough to get him the first down. That's just a nice play.
They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. And they make the stop right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, boy. I bet he knew as soon as he released that football that he shouldn't have made the throw. And that's the thing. When you're under that kind of pressure, it takes away that one split second you need to scan the area so you know where it's a safe throw.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 38. Auburn is up by a touchdown. And he hits him hard at the 39. So the quarterback keeps it on the option, but he'll lose a yard. Sheds that one. To the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. The extra point. A quick 2-play, 38-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He just drills this one. He's to the 10. Across the 30, and he's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Brad, as good as this defense has looked, I'm not necessarily surprised by this shutout. I mean, you and I were there on Wednesday watching this team practice, and when this first-team defense goes against their own first-team offense in a practice, sometimes it's actually better than the game itself. So they've prepared themselves very well to have this kind of game.
Quick strike to the receiver, and he's tackled around the 42-yard line. It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. And he makes it out to about the 44-yard line. Short gain there by the halfback for the first down.
He worked hard to get that first down. It won't go down as much in the box score, but he got the couple yards that he needed.
Got a man, watch out here. And he's finally shoved out at the 6-yard line. So now it's 1st and goal after the big pass play. And down he goes at the 4. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
Touchdown, Kentucky! splits the uprights with the extra point. Campbell is lined up to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. And they can forget about returning this one. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. Auburn is up 7. And he throws it away. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
From their own 25-yard line. Second down. Here's an opening. Brought down at the 47.
First down.
On the pitch, look out, loose ball. It looks like the defensive tackle fell on the loose ball. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time.
I love to watch a quarterback when he can really get into sync with his wide receivers. These guys have worked all week on their preparation to attack this defense, and right now it's really paying off.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 33. And he's level at the 43.
You know, that time I think he saw the pressure was coming. He tried to make a play as a quarterback, and I can understand that. But eventually, you've got to be able to get rid of the football before you take a sack. That is a minus for the quarterback.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat. Hey, kill.
Quick throw. They'll bring him down around the 34-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 11.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 23. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. He's taken down at the 23.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 11.
Here we go.
Quick pass. Tackle at about the 9-yard line. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Check. Dancer. Red 2.
Black gets about 4 yards on the play.
Gain of 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
So we're looking at another 3rd down here.
Get on the ball. Here we go. Kill. Panther 2.
That was textbook coverage by the defense. That's exactly what you want to do on every single pass play, but it doesn't always happen.
It's up, and he's got it.
And you got to think they're pretty happy with holding them to a field goal right there.
They line up to kick this one away. Excellent kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. This offense lost the ball by way of a fumble the last time they had it.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Gains his way to the 33-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Folks, that's the end of quarter number 1, and we got a pretty good ball game on our hands so far.
14-10, Tigers.
Back to the action now here in the second quarter. Auburn is up by 4. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Off-balance throw got him anyway.
Nothing doing for the offense, and it's 4th down.
The defense is going to head to the sideline with a real sense of accomplishment, knowing that they've just shut this offense down.
Underwood back to return it. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. And he's tackled right away. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 49.
Green 9, green 9.
Tailback brought down for a loss.
He knew it was a run all the way and got a good jump. Once he got there, he wasn't about to let him slip away either.
Here we go, G. Mike 55, Mike 55. Green 9, green 9. Red 7, red 7.
I'm not sure the quarterback saw him when he was getting ready to pass because he stuck his paw right in the passing lane.
Third down, and they need to get it down to the 39.
Hey, hurry up, hurry up. Go down, go down, go down. Green 9, green 9. Green 8.
Passes to the wide out, and he can't pull it in.
Not a great throw by the quarterback, but to be fair, that was pretty good coverage.
That brings up 4th and 11.
Thornburg is back deep to return the punt. This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Auburn holds a 4-point lead. Tackle made at the 19-yard line. From their own 19-yard line, it's second down. He's to the 40. And they tackle him at the 50-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 31 yards. That makes it first and 10.
Let's see now how the defense responds to giving up the gain on the run. Tackled after decent pickup.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it second and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down. And he's going to be sacked.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush because sacks can be real drive killers.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 40. Auburn is up 4. He's under pressure. He wants it all going long. The defender had it and then dropped it.
Jones breaks up the pass. 4th down.
Goss is the punter. Oh, excellent punt. This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Makes it to the 31. First and 10. Ball on their own 31.
Black 5, 3 and 8.
And they make the stop at the 31-yard line.
No gain on the way. That makes it second and 10.
From their own 31-yard line. Second down. And he's taken down around the 44-yard line.
Good job here by the receiver to look the ball in and ensure he had possession. That's the right way to catch a pass.
First and 10. Ball on the 44.
Hey, kill.
Looking for the corner. And now the ball is loose. Scoops it up.
The running back won't be happy that he lost the ball. He's got to forget about it and get ready for the next series. His offense is going to need him again.
They're going to review this fumble, and I've got to tell you, I think he was down before the ball popped loose.
I don't know about this one, Brad. They called it a fumble on the field, and they need indisputable video evidence to overturn this call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the booth and the referee agree. The runner's knee was down.
That was still a close call, though, Brad. Even though he was down, this guy has to do a better job of holding that football.
He makes it out to maybe the 46-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker.
Gunner 3. Flag on.
And he's tackled at about the 37-yard line. Complete. He's got room. What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. The Wildcats saw one of their key guys go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to get back in the action.
You know, at that point, I think, Brad, the quarterback's just better off just taking a sack. You have to be very careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball just to throw the ball. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make a play and the defense got you, just give up on that play and get ready for the next down.
Red 2. Kill.
Runs away, and he'll lose yards.
Good, solid defense there to force them into a 4th down situation.
That brings up 4th and 3.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here.
Red 2.
And the defense comes through. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Auburn is up by 4. Scrambling around. He's tackled at the 37-yard line. That scramble gets them 7 yards. Auburn's going to use their first time out of the half here. So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. He guns it left side. Hauls it in as he's pushed out of bounds.
17 yards. First down.
He delivers. He almost had it, but it's incomplete. The defense really missed a golden opportunity there.
That's what separates a good player from a great player. When you have a chance like that, you need to take advantage of it.
From the 46-yard line, 2nd down. So we'll probably get one last heave to the end zone here before halftime. Wants to go long and does. It's knocked away, incomplete. Folks, that's the end of the first half, and this game's getting interesting. The Tigers lead it by 4. And we welcome you back to the action here, just about set for the second half. He sends this one deep. This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. Quick throw to the tight end.
I think he was going to go to his tight end the whole way, but the defense didn't expect it. Sometimes those big guys can fool defenders into thinking they're blocking.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Kill. Gunner 3.
Tries to thread the needle, and it's not going to work. They'll bring him down at the 46-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. Auburn holds a 4-point lead. And down he goes, right around the 48-yard line.
That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Room around the corner, and he tackles him hard at the 46.
82 yards. That brings us 3rd and 10.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 36. He's going to go for the home run. And he's immediately tackled.
Walton makes the tackle at the 13-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
Makes it to the 5. Smith gains 8 yards on that play.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Brought down at about the 5-yard line. And the halfback's got nowhere to go.
And there's not much he could do to get away from the junior safety on that play.
Auburn is up 4. He's taken down around the 2-yard line.
What is going on with this defense? I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense is doing a nice job with first downs, and they're executing well. But the defense is just letting them maintain possession and move the ball right down the field. They've got to try to change things up with their scheme. Be more aggressive, attack, do some things to change it up, take some risks.
And they hit him in the backfield.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers. He's splits the uprights with the extra point. Goss has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 10. At the 30. Down the sideline. He finally goes down at the 27-yard line. Well, let's see if he can shake off that pick that he tossed last time out.
Giving the ball away can rattle your confidence, but he just needs to relax and not try to force it. He's starting off in great field position now.
Fires out to his wideout.
You know, the quarterback that time took a big-time major chance by putting that ball up into coverage. Now, the receiver made the play. They get a first down. But if you're a quarterback, you want to be very, very selective and very careful on how many chances you're willing to take.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. Tackle at the 7-yard line.
Gaining 1 on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat. Hey, kill. Take 4.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's a team of 4 on the play. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. They're crowding the line.
Red 2. Kill.
Tackle made at the 2-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That brings us 4th and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 55. Red 2. Yellow 3. Let's go. Motion. Kill. Yellow 3. Here we go. Green 15. Hey, kill.
Gonna run for it, but he can't get away. And they'll take over on downs. The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out. This close to their own end zone. They look like they want to punch it out a little bit and get some better field position. There's a strike complete. He's to the 20. He goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
18 on the play. First down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 21. Just throws this one away.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
He scrambled, and he can't get away from the pressure. Third and 12. Ball on the 19. He might not be able to get the pass off. They'll make the sack.
Boy, this pass rush is sometimes scary. They're really getting after the quarterback now.
Underwood awaiting the return. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Underwood fields it at the 46. Brought down at the 26-yard line. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping. Receiving team.
That one's going to put him way
Still
back.
first down.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
From midfield. First down. The sub package in there defensively in this 5 wide receiver set. He's wrapped up for the sack.
Loss of 11 yards on the play. That'll make it second and long.
Throw to the tight end and in and out of his hands.
Jefferson was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up third and long.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 40.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. And they make the stop at the 40. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Fires that quickly, incomplete.
Number 88 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 40.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Easy, easy, easy. Ooh, 20.
And he's tackled right away.
Kill, kill. Back five. Ooh, 20.
Looks left, finding his tailback. And he's taken down at the 21.
A gain of 7 yards. That makes it second and 2.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat. Watch the screen, watch the
Well, this turned out to be a pretty good ball game, and we've got 1 quarter to go. 21-10, Tigers. Back in this very pivotal 4th quarter.
Hey, kill.
And he hits him hard at the 10.
Easy. Ooh, 20.
Gets to about the 8-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it second and 8.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
Dog 4. Red 7,
Screen pass. He's got his halfback. And they push him out at the 1-yard line.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll make it third and 1.
Man left. Pull down. Mike 55. Here we go. Green 9. Easy. Flare.
Touchdown, Kentucky. they're looking to get 2 points here.
Check 83, ball's going to 83. Kill. Come on, now.
And he can't get in, trying for the 2-point conversion. Kentucky gets set to kick this one away. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5.
From their own 30-yard line. It's 2nd down. Handoff up the middle. Good outside run there. A gain of about 4 yards on the draw.
3rd down.
He's hit and taken down.
Brad, it's a first down, and obviously this offense right now is trying to maintain possession, trying to get some rhythm going, and for them to be able to pick up a big first down right here allows them to continue to try to get to the position that they ultimately want to get, and that's into the end zone.
And he's tackled at about the 49.
Call it a gain of 10 yards. 1st down.
From their own 49-yard line. It's 1st down. And he's shoved out of bounds around the 45-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 14.
He's tackled at the 44.
Call it a gain of 11 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
And they'll look to convert here on another 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Scrambling around. They bring the quarterback down. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
And they could really put their opponent in bad field position with a good punt here. It's away, and it's a booming punt. This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. This is a pretty crucial series right here. With things being so tight, your best players have to step it up on both sides of the ball. Tackled after a decent pickup.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Easy. Flair. Easy.
There he goes. Nice run there. They'll pick up a first down with that run from the halfback.
Good running and a strong push to get into the second level of that defense.
Quick throw. And he brings it down. They'll bring him down at the 43. From the 43-yard line. First down. He makes his way out to about the 35.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Just under 3 to go in regulation. Gets to about the 34-yard line.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker.
Kill, kill, kill. Yellow. Red.
Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
Gain of 4 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, kill, kill, kill.
Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
That's just a shame. The receiver did his job. He was able to get a step on the defender, but the ball was underthrown.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
Kill, kill, kill. All right, guys, let's go, let's go, let's go. Kill, kill, kill. 4, 3.
Here's the give. And down he goes at the 22. And here's another 3rd down.
Check, check. 2. Answer, Daddy.
Nice run there as they work the outside. 10th play of the drive. Just over a minute left. Here's a screen pass. Gets it to the back. He's taken down around the 5-yard line.
That makes it 1st and goal.
Well, this is it. They've got all 4 downs to get in the end zone.
Kill, kill, kill. Yellow 3. Yellow 3.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That brings him 2nd and goal.
From the 1-yard line, it's 2nd down. The short yardage defense here.
Hey, kill, kill, kill.
Touchdown, and they take the lead. The kicker will stay on the sidelines for this extra point as the offense is going to stay on the field and try to make this a 3-point game. Everybody bunched up tight defensively. Black takes the give, and he's in for 2. A 12-play, 80-yard drive, and they get 8 points after that 2-point conversion. And with time winding down, they probably won't let this return man field the ball. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers have played poorly all day long. That really doesn't matter right now.
They've played sloppy. They're not going to be happy when they go back and look at the film on Monday. But with all that being said, they still have a chance to win this game. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is trying to get that W.
Here we are late in the 4th quarter in a very important and a very tight football game. And who's going to come to the forefront? We'll see who's got the most leadership. Tackle right around the 46-yard line.
That was a good reaction to the blitzing linebacker. That's what you like to see out of a young quarterback. He just has to ignore the pressure and get the ball out of there on time.
From their own 46-yard line. First down. Brought down at the 43-yard line.
You don't always need to throw the ball with a lot of zip, although it does help in some cases. When you have accuracy like this guy, you can make all the throws.
He's going to try and scramble. And he is drilled at the 38. Auburn's out of timeouts. Patrick gains about 5 yards on the scramble out of the pocket. Big kick here. This would bring it to overtime. A miss, and this game's over. They'll try to ice him with a timeout here. Just to get him to think a little more about it, they're going to call a timeout. The kick is away. And it's off the crossbar, no good. And it hits the crossbar, no good. And it's off the crossbar, no good. And it hits the crossbar, no good. This might be it. They've got the lead, but if they add to it, they know they've got a victory. Kentucky holds a field goal lead on the run. Gets out to around the 45. That's the end of the ball game, and our final score in this one, 24-21, Wildcats.
The Tigers.
That does it for this edition of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.